It's been a long time coming from the SC, South Carolina, baby. Sometimes it feels like the world is against me, 'cause I'm coming from SC, from heartache and pain, struggle and strain, trying to maintain for the SC. So mama, don't worry, I'ma make my dreams happen.
Did you know when applying an iridescent or frosted polish, you must make sure the strokes are light and parallel to the side walls of the nail to avoid shadow lines in the polish? Hi guys, welcome back to the Nail Genie SC. How are you? I hope you are well and your family is doing well. Do me a favor, if you don't mind, if this is your first time visiting the channel, consider subscribing. And if you've been here with me and returning, I want to thank you. If you don't mind, go ahead and please hit that like button for me. It helps out the channel a great deal. Alright guys, so we are doing a Modelones PR video today. And Modelones was so kind to reach out to me to ask if I wanted to collaborate with them on some products. So they sent over, I know they were sending over the nail dehydrator and primer set. And I thought I was only receiving one Polygel kit, but I was surprised with two. So it's okay. I'm going to swatch all of the Polygels for you guys today, but we are going to be using one particular kit. And we also going to be using this nail dehydrator and primer for you guys. So I want to share with you guys some information about the nail dehydrator and primer. On the back it has this QR code, so that's nice. It'll take you to their Amazon store. So you could screenshot this if you want to and see if you could scan in and go straight over to their Amazon store if you don't want to check out the link below. But you can, there will be a link in the description box below, so you'll be able to get this Polygel kit and you'll be able to check out this nail dehydrator and primer set. So guys, I was looking at the nail dehydrator and primer set, the instruction card that's in the pamphlet, and it gives how to use this nail dehydrator primer with a gel nail polish and polygel, which we're going to be using today. And then it also tells you how to use it with dip powder and acrylic powder. It also gives you some tips, but the one thing I wanted to make sure I read is because you want to properly use this product, right? So it says properly prep your nail shape and then apply one thin coat of prep dehydrator and then air dry. Apply one thin coat of primer and then air dry. So sometimes if we're not reading the instructions on these dehydrator and primer sets, we tend to go in and do what we naturally do with any dehydrator and any primer that we get, and not knowing that if you're not using these items properly or the way the manufacturer have instructed you to, you could not get the right bonding or the right adhesion or even retention for your nails. So we're going to use this dehydrator and primer the way they say. So the dehydrator is step 1 and the primer is step 2. And I was just reading the bottle. It's a 15 ml bottle, I believe. I think I read that right. They both smell, the dehydrator more to me smell like nail polish remover. If you notice, I put it to my nose. Well, you didn't see me putting it to my nose, but as you see me lifting it to my face, I was actually smelling it to see if it, I knew it, both of them would have some type of alcohol in it, but the dehydrator actually have ethyl acetate, bisphenol A, I don't know how to say all these big old words, glycerolate, and I'm not even going to try. Okay, and then the nail primer do have, isopropyl alcohol in it. Okay, and isobutyl acetate, which I know I've seen those words before in product and during my time in school. So yeah, when I see things that I'm familiar with, then I kind of know, okay, we on the right track. All right, so they also sent over 2 of these Polygel extension kits, and I love the honeybee on the box, the design, the Modelones logo. I think that is just the cutest logo. But it has all of the items and pieces that's in the box, and we're gonna get inside these boxes and see what comes with the kit. So these are Polygel nail extension gel kits. So it's going to have all the things you need to be able to do your set. Alright, so we are going to get into that. On the back of the box, it has your ingredients. It also has your contact information. It also have, all of the items that's included in the kit. So in this box, you always going to get your pamphlet for Polygel, how to apply. It tells you nail preparation, nail extension application, nail extension removal application. It also gives you some tips. It also tells you how to store it. And also with the nail dehydrator and primer, it tells you how to store it as well. You definitely want to store it in a cool, dry place. You don't want it to be in direct sunlight or up under those UV lights. Because guys, UV rays is a part, that's from the sun. So those UV lights can also act like the sunlight. Okay? So you want to make sure you store your products away from anything that's penetrating with that UV light or the sunlight. And then also have your contact information, which Modelones is on every platform. So they have their own website. They're on Facebook, they're on YouTube, they're on Instagram, they're on TikTok, and then they have an email where you can contact them. So that is amazing because they can be reached. All right, so this kit came with some dual forms, which nobody like dual forms, do we? And I was going to try to use them, guys. I'm going to tell you about that. It came with 180 grit file. It also came with some slip solution. It's like a 15 ml, I think. It's like, not 15, 1.5 ml. It's not that much. So it also came with this brush and picker tool. So you have your picker tool on the opposite end and then your brush on the other end, which we are going to be using the brush today. And it also comes with a sun lamp, which has it's 6, I think it's 6 lights. So it's like a 6 volt or a 5 volt lamp. But the lamp works really well. So we're going to be using this as well during the process. So it also came with the top coat and the base coat, and I like both of those. I'm going to just already give you a spoiler alert. I really like their base and top coat. Very, very medium consistency. Does not flood the cuticles. I like it. I mean, I'm telling you. So here is the lamp, and the lamp comes with its own cord, of course, and these are the lamps that you get in most of these gel kits. So we're going to be using the lamp today, and it also comes with a pamphlet, and this pamphlet has, I think, 4 different languages in this pamphlet. So it has instructions. So if you never used the UV light before, this is your first time out the gate using any type of UV LED lamp, you want to make sure you read the instructions so you can make sure you're operating it properly, okay? You definitely don't want your UV LED lamp close to your product. You don't want to be curing while your gel polish or your polygel is in that path of the light. Because it can cure your polish, it can cure your polygel, or affect it in some kind of way. So you want to make sure you're paying attention to where your light is placed. Okay. All right. So we're going to get into swatching these polygels. So I received 6 polygels in each kit. This kit is the Christmas kit, and I'm going to say it's the Christmas kit because it has Christmas colors. And this is the kit I thought I saw, and I knew I was going to get, because of course this is the time of the year for these colors. So we're going to look at each one of these colors. Now guys, these colors are absolutely gorgeous, but what we're looking at, what I'm looking at is the consistency of this polygel, because if I remember, Modelones polygel was on the softer side of things, and I don't really like soft polygel. Now, going into this, I was hoping that the consistency may have changed a little bit, but I could tell you guys it did not. So what I had to do is I end up sticking the polygel in my mini cooler that's here in my nail room for 2 days, because of course, guys, I will explain in another video, but I had some mouth stuff going on, so I had to go to the dentist and have that taken care of, so I wasn't able to get on my PR package right away. So I went ahead and put this polygel in the refrigerator. I actually did the thumbnail off camera I actually videoed it on my phone so I can share it as a reel on Instagram. So you guys will, if you follow me over on Instagram, you will see the thumbnail being done. So here is a beautiful, beautiful gold. I like this color. It's color 415. Is actually perfect for this time of the year. You also perfect for New Year's coming up. And you can actually use all of these colors throughout the entire year. I mean, who doesn't like gold? We all love gold, right? You could just apply gold in just about anything. And this one here, I believe, is the silver. And I can't remember, guys, I'm sorry if I don't remember the exact color number as I'm doing this voiceover. When I'm doing voiceovers, sometimes I'm talking to myself and I think I'm going to keep the audio, but then I have a whole lot of stuff going on in the background, so I don't keep the audio. That makes me have to do a voiceover. So I do apologize if I don't give you the correct color numbers, but we all going to see the colors, okay? So this is a beautiful, beautiful silver. Then I think I'm going with the red. So I love looking at the glitters on the outside of the bottle. So I definitely wanted to look at these glitters. Now it came with 4 glitters and it came with 2 solids. So it came with 4 glitter colors and then a solid red and a solid green. So this red is absolutely my favorite. It's like a glitter red. It has so many shimmers and sparkles in it. And I don't know what it is about red at Christmas time and Valentine's Day, but guys, I love, love, love red. At Christmas time and at Valentine's, I love red. I love the color. It's just so absolutely gorgeous. And I love it on set. So, of course, you already know what I'm going to do. According to the thumbnail that you guys see, I'm doing red. I'm using these reds because I really wanted to use the green, because that green is absolutely gorgeous as well. That glitter green is absolutely gorgeous. But I didn't go with green. I actually went with red. So I think here is the solid green, which is 436. And these colors was ranging from 415, 416, 417, 418. And then the solids was another color. They was in another number group. So the colors are not in order. So you want to get on this. If you like these colors and you want these colors for the new year, you want these colors for Valentine's Day, you want these colors for spring, you better jump on these colors and go ahead and get this kit, because those colors are absolutely stunning, especially those glitters. I am just in love with the glitters. And guys, I'm telling you, I have a love-hate relationship with actual raw glitter. But I love glitter polishes, glitter polygel. I gravitate towards it. So, yeah. Alright, so this kit have the same thing in it as the other kit. So, I'm not going to do open up anything from this kit but the polygels. So what I'm going to do is look at each color of the polygels. This polygel more was on the nude, nudes, not nudes, but like a better base color for your base color nails, like basic colors. But it also had an iridescent white in it. So I'm definitely going to be using that one in my set today. So here is a clear, which you always need a clear in any set that you get. You need a clear. And then I think this one, I thought it was like going to be a bright pink according to the little color marker on the bottle, but no, this color is not the same. It's actually a beautiful, beautiful pink, and I can't wait to use it. So I will be using this kit in another video, but I wanted to get my PR video up. So you will see this kit again, guys. I do want to use it in a different video, doing it a different way, just to see if I can, just learn how to just work with a softer polygel, if that makes sense. Okay, and then this one's a nude, so y'all already know that was my favorite out of this collection, because of course I love all nudes, all base colors, any kind of nude or cover color I am for. So I love it, love it, love it, love it. And then this one, I believe this one was my iridescent, and I didn't know what color it was coming out of the box. No, it's black. I didn't know what color this was. I could not gauge the color on the bottle, but I guess because it's black. So it's like a glitter black. It have like fine glitters in the black. So that was pretty neat. And then this one was the iridescent one. And I believe this kit is more geared towards the new year, because guys, this next color I'm gonna swatch, you're gonna be surprised. I've never ever seen a color like this in polygel, and so I was like, what? I was like, okay, gray, guys, gray. I've never seen a gray polygel before, and these are colors I would use to create a nice New Year set, and add a few of that gold and silver shimmer in it and make some sparkle. But yeah, we always going for the black and white, or, something with some black in it in the new year, so we can make those other colors pop. So yeah, I thought this kit was nice. And as you see, I'm pulling out that nude because I thought I wanted to use it, but I didn't end up using it, guys. So just a FYI, we never used the nude. I actually end up just using the iridescent one instead. But of course, I always got to pull the nude out because I didn't even know what I wanted to do. So I'm just grabbing the things out, the colors that I wanted to use out of this Christmas set. And I wanted to try to use the dual forms, but I did go decide against the dual forms because I did try the dual forms. Now, I'm not going to tell you that I didn't try it. I did try it. I just didn't like it. It just would not work for me. And that's when I realized that the polygel was on a much softer side than I had hoped. Now, the polygel, please don't judge the polygel by my application, because today I'm going to be trying the lazy girl method, as they call it. Femi Beauty's lazy girl method. So I'm going to try that method today because the polygel is so soft. I didn't want to try messing with it with a tip, which I wish I had. Once I had started, I was like, I should have just did tips. But I digress, and I just kept with it because you know me, I try not to give up on anything. So here I'm going ahead and I'm putting on the dehydrator, and as you see, I'm letting that dry, and I fanned it a little bit so it can dry faster. Now I'm going with a light strokes of the bonder, applying it in a thin light layer, and that's all I'm going to do. I'm not doing no extra layers. I'm not doing no extra stuff. I'm following the instruction to what the product called for. Now, what I am going to tell you guys is I did on my thumbnail, I did use the dehydrator and the primer and a peel-off base, which I'm putting on a peel-off base now. Now, the peel-off base I used on my thumb is not the same peel-off base I'm using now. So the peel-off base on my thumb and using the nail primer and dehydrator, that thumb wasn't going anywhere. That thumb was longer than it is now. And I cut it down because I couldn't do anything with it. And it's been on my finger for 2 days prior to me starting this application. So yeah, it wasn't budging. So I was like, okay, this is a good sign for the dehydrator and primer, because that is what I'm going to be using a few times going forward in my own application to my natural nails, to my own nails when I'm using enhancements, because I want to see how the dehydrator and primer hold up before I start using it on my clients. I want to see if it's going to give me any it's going to give me retention. That's what I want to see. I don't want to say it's going to give lifting, because I want to see the retention in it. If I'm going to be able to just do fills, am I going to get a nail popping off here or there, or my nail's going to hold up for 2 weeks? That's what I'm looking for. So I'm going to be trying that out on my hand when I get done with all of my PR videos. I'm going to be bonding some nails to my nails using that nail dehydrator and primer from Modelones. So, and I'll keep you guys posted along the journey. Okay, so here I'm going in, and now I'm starting the set. So I wanted to use these snowflakes, and this is moving pretty quickly, guys, because of course the video is sped up. I did cut a few things out because I had a lot of misses, because this is my first time trying, this is my first time doing a set like this, where I'm doing the lazy girl method. So of course, me thinking, okay, well, I do polygel, I do dip, I do gel, I do it all. I do gel X. This can't be hard, right? This is my thinking. I do acrylic. This cannot be hard, right? Guys, whew, let me tell you. I was like, I can't do them like this. I can't do Modelones like this, because no, they reached out to me because they seen something on my channel that they liked, and so if they liked it, I have to follow through. So I was like, Jeannie, you gonna do this. So guys, I'm telling you, the backstory will make you laugh. I had to put on some worship music. I had to stop the camera. I had to pray on this thing because, I was struggling. But it all worked out. That's all I'm going to say. It all worked out. So I'm just going here and I'm just flipping the nail up because I want to make sure that it's fully covered. Now, I have seen this method done time and time again on a few creators that I follow on this platform, so I knew that I need to flip it up and look and see what it's looking like on the other side to make sure I'm getting full coverage, because on my thumbnail I thought I was getting full coverage, and I had a few spots that I could see where the polygel had shifted. So I was like, okay, make sure I'm getting full coverage. So I went ahead and applied that nail. Now I used a clip, even though y'all don't see me clipping the nail because there was, like I said, I had to cut some parts out. But I did use a clip, and come to find out, the other set that I received had 2 clips in it. This set didn't have any clips in it. I actually have those clips anyway, so I had just grabbed the clip off my desk because I wanted to make sure that the nails will stay in place. I did get some seepage around the eponychium area, so I had to clean that up. But all in all, it all worked out. The polygel is a little bit too soft for my liking, but when polygel is soft like that, guys, just stick it in ice water, or not ice water, stick it in a cup of ice, or put it in the refrigerator and let it sit and let it firm up a little bit, because right now it's the time of the year where it's cold in most places. If you live in the South like I do, it's cold right now, and we running our heat or heaters, and it makes the room a little warm. So when the room is warm, the temperature of your whatever you're using is going to change. I mean, not the temperature, but the viscosity of your product is going to change. So if it's soft, it's going to be really soft. If it's firm, it's going to probably get soft as you use it. And plus, you got to think about body temperature. Your fingers, if you got a warm body, then your fingertips are going to be warm. So that's going to make your application even more runnier if that's the case. So you have to play around with your products and try to figure out the best way to use the products, not just discard the product just because it didn't work out or it's not working out, because it's not the product, guys. It could have a lot of variations going on. You got a lot of variables. You got your temperatures, room temperatures, the seasons changing, and then operator error. For me today, it was more operator error than anything. So and I'm willing to admit, I like to show you guys everything, but I couldn't, it's a lot of wasted video time, so I had to cut some stuff out, but leaving the most important parts and talking through them with you, I think you kind of get the gist or the ideal on what you can do, or what you can expect going in. If you a person who like a stiffer polygel, then yeah, you want to go ahead and chill this polygel before using it. Now guys, you're gonna see I am filing these nails, and then I noticed, I was like, is that coming up? And that nail, my pinky, was already giving me issues because I couldn't find the right correct size. So I ended up cutting it and trying to shape and file the tip before putting it on, and it still didn't work. So that's why it popped out. Then I was still filing, and you see the tip broke. So I was like, okay, well, continue on, because I'm not going to let one little situation stop. I'm just going to fix it. So I'm going to go ahead and finish filing these. I'm going to clean up the cuticle area. I'm going to buff, and then I'm going to go off camera and fix that pinky. And then when we come back, we'll come back to getting ready for the design. So I want to thank Modelones for reaching out to me and allowing me the opportunity to collaborate with you guys. I have collaborated with Modelones in the past, so I'm not new to their products nor new to collaborating with them. So I do appreciate them taking the opportunity to reach out to me and send me over these amazing items. I am going to be using that other kit again. I am going to give it another shot. I'm not going to just because it was giving me a little trouble, don't mean that I can't make it work. I can always make things work. I just, like I said, everything can be fixed, with a good filing and a good buffing system. But of course, I wanted to try something different, something new, and trying this process this way with the lazy girl method wasn't bad. It wasn't bad at all. At first, I was like, I'm done. I can't do this. But that's because, too, guys, I've been dealing with a lot of stuff on the back end, medically wise. So when you're not feeling good, sometimes it's better just to get up, put everything away, come back when you're feeling your best, so you can give it your best. And that's just what I had to do. I had to just stop, because when I wanted to start this, that was on Monday when I was trying to go and get my PR started and get the video started, but I was having some issues with my mouth. And so my husband came home and he was like, let's go to the dentist. And so I went to the dentist, and they decided they want to pull the tooth. So they end up pulling the tooth, and I feel so much better today. So I decided to go ahead and let's get this done, because I know this is a December package, and we right here at Christmas. So I definitely wanted to keep my commitment to Model One. So I want to thank them for having patience with me through my situation. I didn't let them know that this was happening because it kind of just sprung on me. My mouth issues, but I still made it work and got my PR out in a timely manner. So yeah, I want to thank my rep for, she's very understanding and she's been on top of things. So I appreciate that. All right, guys, so I'm going to fix that nail off camera, and then we're going to come back and we're going to do some nail art. Now, I was having so many, stumbling blocks here with my thought process for what I wanted to do, because I'm going to tell you guys, I forgot I put those snowflakes in that nail. How did I forget I put snowflakes in that nail? I forgot I put snowflakes in that nail. So I'm just sitting here looking like, Jenny, what you put them snowflakes in this nail for? Okay, wait, we're going to have to make it work. So in my mind, I was thinking, okay, Jenny, I know you know how to do more than what you've been doing. And I really haven't been doing many Christmas sets just on my clients. I haven't really did many Christmas sets, just in general. You see my left hand, or my right hand, my dominant hand, it has a blue and green, and I think it's just blue and green, like a lighter blue, lighter green, but it's like Christmassy, because I love blue, so I'm gonna incorporate some blue in there. But I said, okay, well, I always do a red set for Christmas, so let's just wing it. So guys, I'm winging this design, okay? So you tell me what you think about it in the end, if you like it, what you think I could have done. But I have not really, I don't know, guys. I've been had creative block for this Christmas season. It's just been a lot going on. So I haven't really just been, I don't know. I haven't been giving what I usually give. But it's okay, because I'm going to give it in this video today, okay? So here I decided, once I seen the snowflakes, I was like, let me just make this like one of those Christmas sweaters in my mind. But I didn't want to do the whole Christmas sweater, doing the what we always do, using the acrylic. At first I was like, okay, well, I can use the acrylic. And then I was like, I don't want to use the acrylic, right? So I was like, let's just create some little Christmas design sweater type deal on this and make it look good. Since I put those snowflakes in the nail, let me try to figure something out. So I'm just going to do a few little stripes here and there and put a few dots on here, and then that's going to be this nail, okay? And you want to, when you're doing your nail art, guys, you want to make sure that when you like something, you go ahead and give it a quick cure. And I'm using the Model One's light. It's beside me. You can't see it in the camera, but it's right beside me, and I'm just sticking my hand under there and letting it do a little bit of curing, so I don't have to go to the big light, and then I go to the big light later. So here I'm just going in, I'm putting those dots, and it's going to make this little sweater design. So when I thought, I said, okay, this turned out pretty cute. I like it. So that was one nail down. So then I was like, okay, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? And so I said, well, another glitter nail. And I love, love, love the glitter. But, that glitter just looks good on its own. But I was like, let's make a candy stripe nail. So, of course, peppermint is the thing of Christmas. We love our candy canes. We put them on our trees. The kids love to eat on them, and you treat them like lollipops, I'm going to say. And so I said, well, let's just do a candy cane stripe design. You can't go wrong with candy cane stripes. And so when I'm doing the candy cane stripe nail on this hand, I'm deciding to go with thicker lines. And then between those thicker lines, I'm going to go with a much thinner line, okay? So I'm just going in and I'm going to freeze that thicker line, and then I'm going to go back in with a thinner line. And I think, guys, I only showed the pointer, the ring, and the pinky. I end up doing the middle finger off camera because I wasn't really sure what I was gonna do. I wanted to do a snowman, but then I was like, and that's why you see the colors out, because at first my idea was to do a snowman, but then I was like, no, I don't want to do a snowman. Let me try something else, because I was trying to like bring more of a wintry, Christmassy design in, and so that's where I end up doing the little reindeer on the middle finger. So I thought that's pretty cute to do, because what my daughter been saying, Mom, you see the deers? They keep coming in our front yard. Now, I don't know what she's talking about, and I don't know why deer is coming in our front yard. Now, I can understand why they be in my backyard, because I live in a rural area, so it's a lot of woods on my property behind me, but I'm not sure why the deers are coming to the front yard, around people's in front yards and not just in the backyards. That's weird to me. But anyway, on this nail, I'm going to put I didn't know how I was going to design this tree. I wanted to do like a Christmas tree design, but then I was like, okay, let me remember this one design I tried last year, I believe. And so I said, well, I'll try it again this year. Now, at first, I was like, okay, this is not coming out like a Christmas tree. But then I said, well, keep with it. It'll come together. And then it finally did. I was like, okay, you just have to keep putting your lines. And with this, you have to just keep, making your lines just a little bit more elongated across the nail, so you can get that triangular design. Like a tree is pretty much a triangle, right? So you want to keep doing something until you can form that illusion of a triangle. So that's what is happening on this pinky nail here. Is I'm just creating the tree outline of a tree, and then I'm going to put a little gold star on it. I'm going to put a little stem on it, and voila, we have our finished look, guys. So here we got a snowflake, and we got a sweater nail, we got a little reindeer, we got a candy cane, and we got a Christmas tree. All of the things you need to have a beautiful Christmas. Alright, guys, so the link will be down in the description box below for you. If you stayed this long, leave a Christmas tree in the comment section. I want to thank you all for watching. Please don't forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe. Follow me over on all of my social medias at the Nail Genie SC. And please don't forget to check out the description box, guys, for the link for this Polygel kit. Alright, guys, until the next video.